I cannot believe that I've had to talk about this. I can't believe I've had to talk about anything serious on my channel. Or any of my channels, really. I thought from the election onward, we'd have nothing but positives to talk about. Or, if not that, then at the very least, we'd have mostly positives to talk about. Unfortunately, we've gotten to a point in society where that is no longer possible. I don't want to be making these videos. I want to make nothing but positive stuff. I want to put out nothing but positive energy out there. Maybe talk about things I want to talk about. Do things I want to do on this platform. And just generally enjoy my life. But apparently, there are people in very powerful positions that don't want me to do that. That don't want anybody to have any sort of entertainment whatsoever. Who don't like the idea of you not constantly engaging in their manipulation. Their manipulation to make you continuously fight with the other side of the political spectrum, left or right, doesn't matter. They just constantly want you to continuously fight with them instead of focusing on what you want to do. Or in this case, fighting back against what's truly important. Last time I talked about this, I was very much in an optimistic outlook. I thought, and I still do have this hope, that we can still turn this around. That this is just temporary. But I don't know how long I could really hold on to that. It's one of those times where I have to look back and reflect on everything and just realize that there was a lot leading up to this. There was so much leading up to this. And there was so much going on here. Now, we are at a critical junction point. We are at the fork in the road. We could either ignore what's going on and rarely talk about it, if talk about it at all, and it just get worse and worse. Or we could start and continue to talk about this more and more and more and make our voices louder and louder. Because clearly the metaphorical volume that we're at isn't loud enough. Because they're not caring. So, call your state representative and ask them if the Screen Act or the Kids Online Safety Act ever comes to their desk, do not agree to it. Turn it down, rip it up, whatever. Because at this point, we have no other option than this. Because clearly, both on the left and the right in government, they don't care. They want to control every inch of your life, whether you want them to or not. Now, I would say that if we don't do this, it's all over. But I do know this. And if there's any body in high states of power in the government here that okayed this, are trying to get these censoring acts in, you are pretty much awakening a beast that has been slumbering ever since the inception of the internet. Because you could do whatever you want, but the moment you mess with people when all they want to do is mind their own damn business and do whatever they want to do in regards to video games, anime, anything at all, as far as entertainment goes, you poke the bear. And guess what happens when you poke the bear? The bear bites back. Hard. So I don't know what you're thinking when you think that trying to censor content, trying to control what people are doing, trying to monitor people, I don't know what you think that's going to accomplish. But let me tell you, you're not going to win this one. We're going to win this one. And you're going to be the ones who are going to be regretting doing all of this. You think you're so clever, hiding your little censorship law under the guise of protecting kids, when we know you just are using this as an excuse to put in a bunch of laws to try and control and censor and monitor people so that they could say what you want them to say, so that you could continue distracting people forever. You're not going to get away with this. There are millions and millions of people online across the world. And let me tell you, the more and more you do this, the more and more angrier they get. The more and more angrier they get, the more you're going to inspire some sort of revolution. The more and more you poke the bear, the more and more the bear wants to bite back. You may feel powerful right now, but let me tell you, you're on the wrong end of the gun, metaphorically speaking. I don't like to talk about this kind of stuff. I don't even want to make videos like this. You think this is fun for me? Do you think this is actually fun for me? Or that I actually want to do this? Or that I actually want to be dealing with this when I have so many other problems in my life? No, of course not. But here we are. And this is going to be my last video on this subject. I don't want to be talking about this anymore. If there just so happens to be another video on this, know that I am no longer going to be pulling any sort of punches. The UK government is already experiencing what a citizen's revolution looks like. And over here in America, we should have the freedom that we don't have to ever do that. That we don't ever have to fight for our rights like that. But because certain people in government want to control, monitor, and censor anything you say or do or draw or play or whatever, people are going to fight back. And it's going to happen. Whether you want it to or not. You could try to arrest these people. You could try to accuse these people of being terrorists or something like the UK does. But you'll go down the same route if you continue on this path. So I just be very, very careful, if I was a senator, of co-sponsoring this. Because you have no idea whether or not you're going to get your name dragged through the mud after this. I know there are plenty of people who are just eager to drag your names through the mud. Actually, let me just start. No. That'd be too easy. That'd be way too fun for me. But I do warn that next video I will name drop all of you.